Welcome back, Warriors. It's me, Linda B. Thank you all so much for joining me here tonight on another live stream. Yesterday was Labor Day. I decided to spend time with family. Hopefully, you all enjoyed your Labor Day weekend. I am here on most Mondays through Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on YouTube. You guys, I'm so excited to be here. Have some great things I want to share with you. But as always, we are going to start off with a word of prayer. Dear God, we just thank you, Lord God. You are such a good God. You give us more than what we deserve. You give us better than what we deserve. And we pray that we remember all the things you've done for us, that we forgive, let go of the things of the past, focus on what you would have us to focus on, and that we are united in you. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, Warriors, we're going to talk about some things. And before I really get into it, don't forget to give me the thumbs up. Okay, that really helps my videos go out farther into YouTube. That thumbs up is very important. Comment, share, subscribe to my channel in case you haven't already, and stick around to the end. Make sure you select all notifications so you never miss a video. And who do I have here? I've got MAGA Tamara. You are here. You are the first one, I believe. June Stanley. Hello, June. Bernie. Hi, Bernie. Fed Up Patriot. Hello, hello, hello. And we also have Iron Ear. Hello, Iron Ear, my girls H. All right. Everyone, is so good to be back. I know you guys love the live streams, and I do as well. All right, and let's see who else we have. We got Bernie, Fed Up, my girls H, Marla. Hi, Marla. Bordeaux, Farno. Hello there. And we also have, I don't want to miss anyone, we have Carrie Federico. All right, and Vicky Lamb. Hi, Vicky. My wonderful husband, Calvin Bentley, too. Say hello to him. He's been making me laugh all day. Well, not all day, but he just finished making me laugh. I mean, this man is very, very silly, you guys. Very, very silly. All right. Well, that's it, guys. Appreciate you guys showing up tonight. All right. So here are a couple things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how President Donald J. Trump, he announced recently, very, very recently, that the Space Command headquarters is moving from Colorado to Huntsville, Alabama. So that's going to be something I show you as well. This is great news for the folks of Alabama, a very deep brick red, or shall I say crimson red, roll tide state. Okay. They go deep red. They are just very predictably Republican. All right. And also I'm going to talk about how this Don Lemon, the former host on CNN, he got what he did not expect, barged up all into Marjorie Taylor Greene's office at the Capitol, demanding something. And we're going to go over what he's demanding. I'm going to show you a clip from that as well. And also you can see from the thumbnail, he FAFO. Okay, we already know what that stands for. This man in Los Angeles, a tow truck driver, he actually allegedly towed an ICE vehicle. He towed an ICE vehicle during an arrest. Okay, and this happened in Los Angeles. And you're going to see what happened to him. So let's get into it, guys. Let's have a great time. I love your comments. Just, our family is growing. So first off, we're going to start off with the president. See what he is saying.
It's a very important day and an important announcement with great friends of mine. I think I can say this group is every one of them. I rate a 10. I can't always say that, even if they're Republicans, and these are Republicans, great Republicans. I want to thank you all for being here for this important announcement. 7 years in the making. As you know, this has been going on for a long period of time, and I am thrilled to report that the U.S. Space Command headquarters will move to the beautiful locale of a place called Huntsville, Alabama, forever to be known from this point forward as Rocket City. Okay, so Huntsville, Alabama. We love Alabama. I only won it by about 47 points. I don't think that influenced my decision, though, right? That didn't, right? But we had a lot of competition for this, and Alabama's getting it. Huntsville in particular. So congratulations, everybody. Katie, congratulations. This will result in more than 30,000 Alabama jobs and probably much more than that, and hundreds of millions of dollars of investment. And that's billions, because it can't be millions. It's billions and billions of dollars. Most importantly, this decision will help America defend and dominate the high frontier, as they call it. I want to thank Secretary Pete Hegseth. He's doing a fantastic job. And Secretary of the Air Force, Troy Mink. Troy, thank you very much. Great job.
All right. That was it. That was it. All right. They cut it off there. But yeah, so I am
really, really concerned. And
I am actually a person that has been to Huntsville, Alabama, and I'm familiar with Huntsville, and it's a great place. That is an excellent location for this particular command center, Space Command Center. I know that I think NASA or something else is there. So they're going to be known as Rocket City. All right. So next we have Don Lemonhead. He is so sour. He is sour. And he's, talking to folks out on the street, doing a man on the street. And he's going to hear something he doesn't want to hear. Okay, he's going to hear something he doesn't want to hear at all. But that's what you get.
Women I've been talking to are really, really concerned, and they're emotional. And I think a lot of them have a right to be.
Politicians aren't perfect. They're imperfect like everybody else. Trump's rhetoric isn't for everybody. His style isn't for everybody. We got a lot of good things done under Trump.
Okay, then what they did, meaning a woman's right to choose, is removed under Trump.
That's not the only issue in this world, okay? A percentage of the female vote went up 2%. So are those women crazy? I mean, it's not 50%, but it's high 40s, and he got that. So ask those women, like, they voted for Trump. So clearly it wasn't just abortion was the issue. Now, I agree. Even in very Republican states, pro-choice amendments have done very, very well. Okay, so it is a concern. I think most people are pro-choice. Okay, but at the end of the day, like, there's a lot of people. There's other things. They're concerned about the broken border. They're concerned about crime. They're concerned about inflation. They're concerned about a lot of other things. So women are not one-dimensional. Men are not one-dimensional. And so if you're upset about abortion, great. If that's your prime issue, then go live in a state that's pro-choice. If it's not your one issue, like a lot of people voted for Trump, you got other things to care about, and he'll fix those things. Not totally, but he'll do his best.
I think it's easy for you to say as a man.
Well, dude, it's easy for me to say about a lot of things. Sure, I'm not a woman. That's why I don't opine on abortion.
And see, that's the thing. Why is abortion such a big deal? Can somebody explain that to me? I mean, they have made it like this major thing. And a lot of people, a lot of segments of the population are just not in that category of where it's just something I'm concerned about. Okay, there are other things. Okay, kitchen table issues, as we call them. And they want to make abortion such a big deal. And if you know, like I know, one of the reasons why they're really pushing this, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it, but I do wish that you guys would follow me on Locals and other places. Rumble, others, Linda B podcast on Twitter, and I'm also on Instagram and TikTok as well. Linda B podcast on Twitter, and Chat with Me Linda B on Instagram and TikTok. But also Chat with Me Linda B is on Locals. Okay, I'm going to start updating my Locals, and I'm more free to say what I want. So I need you guys to check me out there. All right, so we see that this man is talking some common sense right here. Now, Don Lemonhead don't want to hear any common sense, and he doesn't have much common sense, because in this next clip, he leads a mob of clefty lefties into Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene's office at the Capitol to demand President Trump's impeachment. These people are told to leave, have the door slammed behind them, and then are reprimanded by Capitol Police. Okay, so I'm going to share this clip with you. I know it's crazy, wild, right? Since he's not on CNN, I guess he's got to make some kind of trouble out there. And yes, guys, please hit that like button. Please, thank you so much. And I'm just going to hit this. This is crazy.
After you. Come on. After you. After you. Hello.
We're here with the folks to see the Congresswoman.
Yeah. She's not available right now. I'm so sorry about
Is she in?
that. You guys can contact their office at a different time if you guys would like a meeting with the Congresswoman.
Can we leave word for her?
Sure, you guys can ask.
All right, so they're looking for Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's a representative out of my state, Georgia. Now, why is this guy to the left dressed like this? What's going on with him? I don't understand. I mean, okay, we'll just listen.
Can we leave word for her?
Sure, you guys can pass along the comment.
Yeah, we would like to make sure that she knows that we need to get Donald Trump impeached and out of office. My name is Carlos Alvarez and I'm the founder of American Opposition. I'm sure you've seen the protests on the streets and the Tesla boycott and all of that. We were one of the organizations that started that. This is Jessica Denson with the removal commission.
Office.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to ask you to stop recording. This is a private office.
Yes, and we're here to see the Congresswoman.
You're not residents of our district and you haven't requested.
Yes, well, we're here requesting a meeting.
Well, again, your group is still recording. If you continue to
Well,
record,
yeah,
we're
this
gonna
is-
have to contact the Capitol Police.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you know when we can get her or be in touch with you guys?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I mean, we're here. We have
Where are you from?
I'm the founder of American Opposition. I should be in the room for now.
I'm sure.
Yeah, the protests on the streets.
Yeah.
So
I'm
right
a
now,
former Trump supporter and staff. I was his magnet.
she's the woman that got the non-disclosure agreements with Donald Trump's
Flying on the
non-disclosure
plane with
agreements.
Donald Trump.
And this is Don Lemon, and we're here visiting, and we'd like to let her know that we
Okay, there
are.
are ways that you can request an interview with the Congresswoman and bombarding our office.
Oh, no, we're not bombarding. This
We're
is
not
the people's
bombarding.
house,
We're
and we're
very
very
civil people here.
peacefully coming here to talk to you.
Yeah.
American citizens. We can
You can reach out to our communications.
And what's your
Can I
name?
get one, please?
What's your name?
I don't.
You don't?
Yeah, you
You
work for
work in
us.
a, you work in
We
a.
work for the people of Northwest.
Oh, you know, you work for the American people, and your salary comes from a tax dollar. You work for
Still
us.
recording.
Yeah, well, that's Don for, it's Don Lemon, he's a journalist. He's exercising his
Let's
personal.
the mega hats on the thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Get out of our office.
All right,
This is the people's house.
yeah, you
The
guys,
people's
yeah,
house.
you don't have to be rude. No, nobody's being rude, and you haven't even identified yourself. You're a public official.
You're taking a photo of a member of Congress's office.
And that is totally, by the way, that is a First Amendment right.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Take a picture
you
from
can take a
private
picture of
office.
anywhere you want.
Alan, get out of there.
Go
Coming
ahead.
here, it's not worth it. Coming here.
Because honestly, you work for us, you wouldn't identify yourself.
Northwest Georgia.
No, you can get paid by me. All right.
Now this is going on and disorderly. We got people in offices trying to work, so you just can't make that kind of noise. Okay?
Please slam the door on us.
Thank you for your cooperation.
You're very welcome, sir. We won't.
Respectful, quiet down. Thank you. Thank you very much. We won't do it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you get that to Representative Nebraska's office? Representative Nebraska?
He's on the second floor.
Okay, okay, thank you.
All right, Warriors. That was Don Lemonhead, former anchor on CNN, and he's independent now. And he led a mob of people to come in here and request to see Marjorie Taylor Greene so that they can have Donald Trump impeached. These people want him impeached so bad. You already know why they want him impeached. I don't want to go into this because he wants to get rid of the folks in the folks back there that you can't see. Yeah, he wants to get rid of them. He said he was going to dismantle this particular entity, and that entity has a lot of little tentacles or large tentacles, and they are richly funded, and they're trying to get what they want. Okay, they don't want Donald Trump in the White House. We got to still continue to pray every day. I can't stress that enough. I do still pray. Even if we're not fasting, we're just going to pray that he's continuously protected. I think, I don't know if I got that clip to share with you, but I know Tim Walz was acting real crazy. I think I do have that clip to share with you tonight. the governor of Minnesota. You know, he was Kamala Harris's running mate. And you hold that whole thing where they were like, is he gone? You know, I don't even want to say the word. It was trending on Twitter. Is President Trump gone? These people want to push that out into the atmosphere, hoping it will trigger somebody with a screw loose. That's what they're doing. They're going to act like they're all innocent. Well, we see through your BS, okay? Y'all are evil. You are evil. And I don't want to rub it in, but that's why you lost. And, you know, 26 is not going to fare much better for you. All right. So the next thing I wanted to share with you is something about the National Guard. I just thought this was very inspirational to share. And let's just listen to what this man has to say right here.
For every loudmouth leftist telling our troops to remember their oath, stop pretending you know what you're talking about. Here's what the oath actually says. I do solemnly swear that I support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. It goes on to say that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and I will obey the orders of the officers appointed over me according to the regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. That's it. That's the mission. Not to obey the governor, not to side with the mob, and not to do whatever the mayor says. It's about protecting the Constitution and this country, even when weak leadership refuses to do so. So when the President of the United States sends the National Guard to go shut down the chaos in LA, and you start crying about tyranny and martial law, guess what? The military's job isn't to make you comfortable. It's to protect this country when local officials fail. Looting, fires, assault, destruction. That's not protest. That's lawlessness. And if you think defending that makes you some kind of hero, you're the one who forgot what this country stands for, not them. Our troops are not violating the oath. They're upholding it because unlike you, they actually took it. Stop using the oath like a political weapon when you have no idea what it means. Our service members are out there doing what needs to be done. You don't have to like it, but you will respect it.
All right. You don't have to like it, but you will respect it. Protecting the Constitution against enemies, foreign and domestic. All right. I just wanted to play that for you because I was like, that really is what President Trump is trying to do. He's trying to spare people's lives. Okay. And we just need to think about how that would make us feel if something like that happened to our loved ones. Okay. I'm serious. We got to stop looking at things as generic, like it's someone else's thing. You know, we are in this world, okay, and things happen. So we just got to pray for those people in Chicago and all these other places. But I got to share with you this right here. Now, this is a man. You see it on the thumbnail, right? This man right here, Bobby Nunez, he decides he wants to do something crazy. He decides during an arrest, an ICE arrest, okay, of an illegal in Los Angeles, and he's a tow truck driver. He begins to tow away, allegedly, he tows away an ICE vehicle. Now, look what happens to him.
Fuck you now, fuck!
See, on the left is what he did, what got him in the situation that he is in on the right. Let me just start over. And the language is bad. Please forgive me.
Fuck you now, fuck you! Hey! Fuck you!
Yo no soy una criminal.
Okay, that's it right there. That is it. So he got arrested again for, he's a tow truck driver in Los Angeles for towing an ICE vehicle during an arrest. All right, and he did the perp walk. Let's watch it again on the right-hand side doing the perp walk. Perp walk going.
Yo no soy una criminal.
All right, so he FAFO. Yes, and he was arrested and facing 10 years. He is facing 10 years, people. Don't do stuff like this. Don't do stuff like this. I mean, people are always trying to get in the way of ICE, and these people are listening to these crazy demon rat politicians. You go out there and do something crazy and see if those demon rat politicians get you out. See that. Okay, so while you guys out here breaking the law and interrupting official proceedings and things that are lawful to take place, and like he did that, now he's facing 10 years. Okay, and I say allegedly to everything. Now, the next thing I have is reporter Peter Ducey. He's asking President Trump over the weekend, did you hear that you were not here anymore? And listen to what is stated.
How did you find out over the weekend that you were dead? You see that?
No.
People didn't see you for a couple days. 1.3 million user engagements as of Saturday morning about your demise.
Really?
I didn't see that.
You know, I have heard, it's sort of crazy, but last week I did numerous news conferences, all successful. They went very well, like this is going very well. And then I didn't do any for 2 days, and they said there must be something wrong with him. Biden wouldn't do them for months. You wouldn't see him. And nobody ever said there was ever anything wrong with him, and we know he wasn't in the greatest of shape. No, I heard that. I get reports. Now, you knew I did an interview that lasted for about an hour and a half with somebody, and everybody saw that was on one of your competitors. I did numerous shows and also did a number of truths, long truths, I think pretty poignant truths. No, I was very active over the weekend. They also knew I went out to visit some people at the club that I own pretty nearby on the Potomac River. And no, I've been very active actually over the weekend. I didn't hear that one. That's pretty serious stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty serious. And I think I have this clip with, maybe I don't have it with Governor Walz. I actually don't, but Governor Walz was actually somewhere speaking, and he was saying, talking about Donald Trump. And it looked like he was giving code language of, people can turn up unalived or something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing, but it looked like he was trying to trigger someone that's already mentally unstable. So that's what they're doing right now. They're trying to get somebody else to actually do this particular thing against the president. They're trying to drum up outrage. They're trying to drum it up. And so we have to pray harder than they're drumming up evil. We have to pray 10 times harder, longer, more intensely. That's what we have to do. And I am so sick of this. Now, this is another situation right here. This is the Illinois Lieutenant Governor, Juliana Stratton. She is directing illegals in her state of Illinois to go to a website, okay, that provides them resources to evade immigration enforcement and get a lawyer. So these people are helping the criminals. I can't deal with these demon rats. At least I live in Georgia. We got some rhinos. That's our problem. But at least we're not a sanctuary state. And I pray that Keisha Lance Bottoms does not become governor. She is a demon rat. She did a poor job as the mayor of Atlanta. And I don't look at color or gender. I look at policy. I look at how you did in your previous position. If you did poorly, you do not deserve a promotion. Okay. So you get it together, and I'm not voting for a Democrat anyway. I don't care if you paid me. Somebody's like, yeah, you got a price. No, I don't. Not like that.
Whatever comes next. If you or someone you love aren't sure what resources exist for immigrants in our state, I want you to go to IllinoisImmigrationInfo.org. Let me repeat that. IllinoisImmigrationInfo.org. On the front page, there's a red button that says Learn Your Rights. That takes you to a complete Know Your Rights toolkit where you can access specific guidance for different scenarios. Also on that front page is a red button that says Get Legal Help. If you or someone you know needs an immigration lawyer, this page has resources for finding representation. IllinoisImmigrationInfo.org also offers a family emergency plan template so you and your family can make a plan together before anything happens. And if you do end up facing an immigration emergency, call the Family Support Network hotline at 1-855-435-7693. There are translation services available and people ready to help. Our goal is not to scare anyone, but to prepare everyone to face some ugly realities in the coming days.
Oh, Lord. Hope I'll get in trouble. I have to say what I have to say right now, and that is, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I said something to that effect in some videos from today, but there's Governor Fred Flintstone. I'm sorry. His name is not Fred Flintstone. Oh, Governor J.B. Pritzker, the governor of Illinois. That's his name. Yeah, and I have another clip with him as well. So they're trying to just really help these illegals because remember, they were counting on the illegals. Their whole world will be dismantled if the Democrat Party can't have those illegals. That is why they are fighting so hard. This is their plan, not to actually have policy for the American people, but actually to do a roundabout way of getting power by other means, no matter how they do it, no matter how corrupt, allegedly that they are. And yes, Governor Fred, Fred Flintstone is not his name, is Governor Pritzker. Yes. So anyway, now we have Scott Jennings. Yes. And he's talking about Tim Walz being a buffoon, and he uses a little salted language right here from Scott. Scott, you talk like that, Scott. And but he's a better person than I am. I would not be able to handle the people on CNN. Let me just tell you. Okay. They say some foolishness and all around the table, and Abby Phillips is like, no. I'm just like, oh my Lord. It makes you just want to pull out your eyelashes. All right, so let me play this clip.
You had an opportunity to ask the president today about this, and you did not. Why?
Well, because when he got on the phone and sounded very much alive, I thought it would sound kind of stupid, frankly, to ask an alive person if they were dead. But I'll tell you who is a complete piece of shit. I'm going to tell you right now.
There have been a lot of swear words at this
Tim
table today.
Walz,
okay,
the governor of Minnesota, holding up a phone in front of a rally saying, well, we thought we were going to wake up and find out the president had died. Someday it'll happen. Someday it'll happen.
Although I will say this, the last few days you woke up thinking there might be news. Just saying. There will be news sometime. Just so you know, there will be news.
And I used to say he was the biggest buffoon.
Now, I'm sorry, I thought the clip was separate. It was embedded in here. And you heard he said, I'm sorry you thought that you were going to wake up to some news. Yeah, there's going to be some news. It's going to be. So you know what he's talking about. See, these people, they are so wicked. Lord, y'all, God is so merciful, isn't he? God good. And you know why I'm saying that? Because it's like people like this, you would think that lightning would just come zap them. You know what I'm saying? That is just wicked. Oh my gosh.
American politics, but it's worse now.
You had an opportunity to ask the president today.
Yeah, so that was that. And that was not good. That was not good. That was not good. That was not very nice. That was very it's ugly. That's just ugly. And next, also, I have this post by way of Truth Social from our president and by way of Pete Hegseth. Well, Pete Hegseth, I guess, reposted this. It said, earlier this morning on my orders, U.S. military forces conducted a kinetic strike against positively identified Tren de Aragua. narco terrorists in the Southcom area of responsibility. TDA is a designated foreign terrorist organization operating under the control of Nicolas Maduro, responsible for mass murder, drug trafficking, other types of trafficking as well, and acts of violence and terror across the United States and Western Hemisphere. The strike occurred while the terrorists were at sea in international waters, transporting illegal narcotics, heading to the United States. The strike resulted in 11 terrorists unalived in action. No U.S. forces were harmed in this strike. Please let this serve as notice to anyone. Let this serve as notice to anybody even thinking about bringing drugs into the United States of America. Beware, in all caps. Thank you for your attention to this matter. You know that man is a gangster. I'm talking about President Trump. He an OG. I'm serious. Do not play with him. Do not. He is not soft. And we like that because we've been surrounded by some soft folks and cupcakes. We want somebody, we don't want a cupcake. We want a beef brisket. Okay. We want someone that is hard-nosed and he doesn't really flinch about being scared of things, and I'm thankful for that. We can only just continue to pray for him because this is a tough job, and the evil powers, their full force of evil are like really against him. And it's just really miraculous that he's even in office. It's crazy to me. Now here go Fred Flintstone again. I'm sorry, J.B. Pritzker, the reporter. This is coming by way of Benny Johnson, and they're going over the stats because, over the Labor Day weekend, there were 55 people shot, okay, and 7 lost their lives, okay? And this reporter is talking to J.B. Pritzker about this. And listen what this nut says.
You're going to hear people, especially this past weekend, 54 shot, 7 dead.
Yeah.
They're going to say the city's not safe. Would you ask your friends to ride the L after midnight or after, 9 o'clock at night even to come down to the city from O'Hare?
Look, big cities have crime. There's no doubt about it. But let's just pay attention to what President Trump is doing targeting Chicago. He's overlooking red states that have much higher crime rates.
And see, that's the thing that they always try to deter from their issues that they're having. You do have red states with crime, but all the cities are Democrat ran. How do they get past that? So they got to say, well, the states are Republican, but the mayor is more directly in charge of that particular jurisdiction. The governor is over the entire state. So the responsibility lies more with the mayor. Okay, so someone is going to see, is in red states more. When you go to a Republican city that has been Republican for a while, I'm willing to guarantee you that it is cleaner, better schools, lower crime. Okay? Yes. Oh, they're talking about the state, but what about the Republican cities? They're not cities. They're more like towns or more rural areas, and they're cleaner and safer. The crime is not bad like that. So yeah, the Democrats are over the urban areas for sure. And it's always bad, but it can be better and they can make it better. They just choose not to. So I'm going to listen to some comments here. All right, let's see what we got. We've got Vicky Lamb. You're saying you got to search for something. Fed Up Patriot. Tell him that the Warrior family thanks him for his service. I stand and salute him. All right, very good. FAFO, Kerry Federico. Bernie says, I cannot even bear the idea if cackling Kamala darkens the Oval Office. Ugh, I know that's right. Cackling Kamala. Woo, that's the mess. Is she a heifer? That's not a bad word. I say HEFFA. That's what we say in the South, heifer. I'm allowed to say that. Okay. Lock him up. Kathleen King. We sure did. It would have been horrible if Kamala won. We dodged a nuclear bomb. Not a bullet, but you dodged a nuclear bomb. Mad respect for the military. Absolutely. The military, they literally give up their lives to protect the country. They're really there to protect and serve. And we need to always say, thank you for your service. I mean, really, be respectful. There's nothing wrong with being respectful. These people are literally sacrificing everything, literally. All right, Patriot, you say Pritzker and Johnson are as weak as water and are acting all big. I wonder how that's going to work out for them. The rats, they are. And sometimes I just call them the demons. All right, hello and thank you. All right, I feel our domestic threats are worse than our foreign threats are. That's what Mr. J and Lady D says. You know what? You might have a point there. That's my America First president, says Iron Ear. He's... Miss Fig, Trump is the best of masculinity, including Van Kevlar. Okay. And you won't get any lies from this man. He's painfully honest. And that's one of the many reasons why he is loved by the true Americans of our nation, in my opinion. Mega Tamara, including being Kevlar, laugh out loud. Kathleen King, Trump won, reverse the 9/11. That's right. That's right. All right. Epitome of an alpha male. Absolutely. He is the epitome of alpha male. Absolutely. He really is. Some lady on TikTok, she doesn't call him President Donald John Trump. She calls him President Donald John Quavius Trump. Like John Quavius. Just trying to say he got some hood in him. Got some hood in him. All right. It says, Miss Big, he was insinuating, absolutely, that Tim Walz was insinuating. My sister in Christ, he's a blessing from the Lord himself. Miss Big, you're going to make my blood pressure come up again. I'm so sick of these people getting views. Oh, I know. All right. Global News Network, nothing they do will work against President Trump. Stop operating in fear. We cannot be fearful. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Okay, power, love, and a sound mind. And you're saying, Bernie, that he talks to you. He's very down to earth, President Trump. He really is. And he's rough around the edges, but he's authentic. That's better than someone who is smoother than oil like Barack Obama and really be crooked. So I'll take the rough around the edges. That's who he is. He's not changing how he is and speaks depending on who he's in the company of. He just remains the same continuously. Oh, Marla, you're in Illinois. Oh, you said you want to get out. Oh, where would you go? Tennessee, I hear, is nice. And if you come to Georgia, go to North Georgia, the Brick Red area. Okay. All right. But you guys, don't forget to smash the like button. It really helps this video go out farther into YouTube. Make sure you press like, comment on the video, and subscribe if you have not already, and make sure you select the all notifications so you get all the notifications. Oh yeah, he played the stupid games and won a stupid prize. Yes, 1-800-TRAITOR or 1-800-ILLEGAL. Oh my goodness. All right, so you guys, you said Triple Chin Pritzker looks like he is daydreaming about an all-you-can-eat buffet. Well, you know, I got to give names to everybody. So I came up with my name for him, Fred Flintstone. I just have to give people a name. Y'all know, it just makes it more fun. You know what I mean? Just makes it more fun. Just really more fun. But anyway, you guys are amazing. You are amazing. I'm going to end this right now, but don't forget, I did push out some videos today. Check them out. Check out those videos, and I'll be back tomorrow night. That's the plan. If the Lord is willing, I will be with you tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here, doing another live show. You guys be blessed. Love God, your families, these United States of America. And as they always say, march on, warriors. Good night, everyone.